Thank you.
Welcome to BrickTrains, and I'm Joey, and if you follow me any at all, wait, maybe not. There's probably 3, maybe 4 people that already know what this is along with me. So this is an eBay haul. This is by far the biggest Lego purchase. Let me qualify that, not biggest, most expensive Lego purchase I've ever made. Yeah, so a little background. I seen this on eBay, and of course Jabbo hit me up right away. Did you see this? Yeah. And Cheap A Bricks, I believe that's who it was, contacted Jabbo and said, Jabbo, by the way, is BrickTrains if you don't know. Link in the description or card. So I guess multiple people, Mardi Gras Man contacted me. Have you seen this? Are you bidding on it? Yeah, I'm bidding on it. Yeah, I want it. I want it. So, here we go. I'm gonna try to be careful to get this out. They've done a super duper excellent job of packing this, and I am very grateful. Let's try not to rock over the rocket ship. Okay, 1 brown box. Very excellent. As you can see, lots of packing material. eBay shipper. Thank you. This is not a review of the eBay shipper, so I might put a link to their store. I don't know. Nothing against them, especially so far. So we got styrofoam, very carefully taped to fit that box. Excellent. If Lego would only take half the care. No bubble wrap in this one so far, and I doubt it. Well, shouldn't say that. There could be bubble wrap. But my guess is it's going to be appropriately applied if so. So this styrofoam helps protect against crushing, piercing, all that kind of stuff. And let me say, I'm gonna go on a rant. Look. The styrofoam has completely encased it. So it's not just the box internal that's supporting this. The styrofoam and the packing material itself is supporting this. So the item is inside, well protected. Thank you, eBay seller. Okay, so we're gonna flip this over. Okay, here we go. All right, I think we are safe to get rid of the styrofoam. Am I revealing anything on that side? I am, that's fine. All right, so throw that there. Okay, a little bit of water damage. We saw that in the box, or in the pictures in the sale. That's to be expected of something that is this old. This thing is probably 50 years old, 40 to 50 years old. I don't have a complete date on it. A little duct tape. Look at this. It's not on this side. When I seen this, get my camera. That right there. That is a dead giveaway as to what this is. Lego Loveland. this is absolutely a Samsonite item. That tape would have came from the Loveland, and as a bonus, because it looks like it's going to peel up pretty intact, I'm going to get rid of that piece of duct tape, and we have some more Lego Loveland shipping tape. Okay, so this note right here says, pull track and ears out together, put away in the same manner. So that tells me, nice Lego logo there, that this was possibly kept around for a while, got out, displayed, put back in. The seller said it came from a Bon Marche store, which I didn't know what the Bon Marche stores were. A little bit of research turned up that is I guess they had several of them, but it would be like a Sears department store, or maybe it ultimately merged into Macy's. So it would be a more upscale. There's also a Bon Marche in France, Paris maybe. And I don't know the lineage. I don't know who owned who, or if it's just coincidental, the same name. I don't even know what Bon Marche means. But the store was in Seattle, and to not give away a whole lot, this seller was in Washington State. So again, bubble wrap, but properly used. All right, get rid of this. Lots of bubble wrap. It has been put inside to help support the box. Even though they put styrofoam around it, they made sure the box wasn't going to get collapsed. All right. It says the ears, and there's an inner tray in there, but I'm not pulling that out right now. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at that for a second. What do we got so far? We've got some cars wrapped up on a wooden plaque. Blue Air track, which is stuck. It appears to have been glued at one point, but it is currently out of position. Still a little sticky. Check out this sign. Lego 113 motorized train. So, I'm gonna leave this up here because the box is almost as important as everything else. More bubble wrap. Can't tell if there's anything else in there. There's an inner tray. I think this is just going to be a piece of cardboard. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. I was hoping, but there was nothing in the description. I was hoping for a shipping label or anything that would say Bon Marche on it. I don't see anything. No shipping. Nothing that I can see right now. So yes, attention toy buyer. So this is very definitely was intended to go to a store. This is your 113 motorized train display. So a toy buyer is that they're not referring to a person like me who buys Lego or toys or whatever. They're talking about the buyer for a store or company, and this was a display piece that the store purchased. Possibly it was given to them, I don't know, depending on maybe how much volume they sold. I don't know what the deals were there, but this was a display piece for the Bon Marche store. All right, so let's start opening this up. I might get I'm gonna get my scissors out, my electrician scissors or lineman scissors or whatever these are called. Jabba, what are these called? You probably have them. Here. Those right there. What are those called, Jabbo? I don't want to cut and I don't want to scratch anything, so we're going to go in with surgical precision. I'm expecting this to be glued together. I have no reason for it not to be glued together. Possibly modified by the store, hope not too much anyway. It did look like, interesting. It did look like, it was missing some couplers. It very much so is glued together. You can see where the warping and the glue is fighting each other right there. There's obviously a piece that probably the store put on there to replace that coupler that either got broke or lost. We'll see here in a minute. Here is the power couplers, because let's see, where would the battery have been in this? Huh, I might have to do some looking, because this would have been the first car. I'll have to get the historian out and look and see how this was. I have a 113 set with instructions somewhere, so yeah. Okay, so this is the battery box. So what is this? Just the reversing switch? Okay. Brain just exploded. Okay. Okay. I think I figured it out. Let me get the rest of this open. If this is the case, I think I know how this is wired up. This was not only just okay, this one is loose. That's the battery, the locomotive. So that was the battery box. So I could see where that might not have been glued down, so you could change the batteries. That would make sense. Yep. So there's the batteries. There's the motor. Feels tight, but I can't remember if you could turn those by hand or not. I'm not going to try. Looks like there's a little damage there where it's either come unglued or broken. Again, I am not being picky on this at all. It's just the glue that's come undone. That is perfectly fine. Awesomeness. Okay, so here's our leads on this side. 4.5 volt back there. Battery box. Okay. Let's see if they did the right thing. I took the batteries out. Not the eBestseller, but Bon Marche. Get my official screwdriver here. I actually have a Lego metal screwdriver. A lot of people refer to it as a old metal brick separator, but it is not. It's actually to get these screws out, and I believe the motor on the bottom, maybe not this motor, but one of the motors you could take the screws out, and actually Lego sold a replacement motor that you could put in. So hoping this battery box is in good shape. Okay. There's a little bit of corrosion, not bad. That can definitely be cleaned up. Those wires are making me nervous because I don't know where they would have went. Okay, all right. Oh, I just found where they went. Okay, so we probably got a little bit of repair work before we can see this run. That's okay. Okay. Actually, I'm thinking now, that may have been intentional because, yeah, hang on a minute, let me think. This is going back to, okay. So I'm gonna say what I think is going on here. I think that they have wired this unit up. In fact, look at this, look at this. They have put a piece right there so you cannot switch that switch. I think what's going on is these wires led into this unit, and this piece right here, look how rough it is, look how beat up it is. Okay? I think what was happening was, as we hit these posts, which are Lego pieces, there's 2 on each side. See the difference in the length of track here and the difference in the length of track here? I think the locomotive would have came past here. Well, maybe it was the other way. Maybe the locomotive went that way. Either way, when this car with that switch hit that right there, I think it reversed the polarity and caused the train to go the other way. I think this thing sat there and went back and forth. That's my speculation. If I can get this thing running, I will get it running. Not in this video. We still have one more car to put together here. So yeah, that wire in there probably was cut at the factory on purpose. Okay, we don't want to lose that screw. We have that screw. All right, back to the scissors. This is so cool. Okay. Good tape. Good packing materials. I've been looking online for Bon Marche advertising. I've been looking for pictures of the Bon Marche store, trying to find anything showing this in the store. Not that I don't believe the seller, I just don't know. I don't know where they got the information that this actually came out of a Bon Marche store. It's pretty apparent to me that it came out of some type of retail store, and it was obviously meant for a retail store. These wheels are a little crudded up. It looks like somebody has probably over the years oiled them, because as we all know, these wheels were not the best. Some of them were a little sticky. That is a rubber. Down inside there, that is a little rubber piece inside that block that the wheels kind of held in. It's made it like a friction piece. So it also made these wheels not very easy to turn. And again, this is all glued together. Look how clear those windows are. That's crazy. They're not yellowed a bit. Okay, no couplers. They're missing. Again, I'll have to get I will have to get get the 113. Okay, so it definitely was on this side. We have a red brick here. Tires in pretty good shape. So I believe it would have went like this, and that would have tripped, putting the car in that position right there, and the locomotive here in this position, which would, I believe, have almost left just enough room for when it was in this position to trip it there. That's my speculation. Are we even on? Let's look at it from the back side. So I believe that car would have tripped there and would have came back here, and man, those wheels are really gummed up. They do not want to turn. Would have tripped it there, causing it to go the other direction. Again, these are my speculations. Best I can remember, this is how it would have gone. And again, it looks like they at some point had it affected in a repair because it was missing the coupler there. So those couplers, they're not terribly hard to get. They're I got some, so I'll be able to put those pieces back in. You know, something we haven't looked at, let's do that. Let's look at the bottom and make sure, we'll reveal it together. Make sure there's nothing. Nope. Okay, it's just a wooden base. I just want to make sure there was nothing revealing. I definitely want to try and get, it looks like the ties came up. You can see where that switch probably went there and there. These may just be in the wrong position. The track is obviously moved. I don't know if somebody's re-glued it. This is kind of sticky, so we'll have to look at trying to get that all picked up and get it mounted back down. I love that little placard. Lego 113 motorized train. All right. A little of that there. Okay. Never seen one before. I've had multiple people say they've never seen one before. I am 100% sure this came from Samsonite. Samsonite was the official Lego dealer back in the 60s and 70s, early 70s, all of the 60s. They were the ones that dealt with the stores in the United States. They even produced Lego in the United States, as far as basic bricks and stuff. So this is a piece of, as far as I'm concerned, this is a piece of Lego advertising. And there is a real possibility this might be a one of a kind. Tell me if you've ever seen one. Tell me what your thoughts are. Does this really run back and forth? I really think it did. I think this was probably a reversing type setup. So here's the thing, just a little side note, a little squirrel moment, if you will. LGB, Lehman Grossbahn, or Lehman, which is now defunct, it was owned by Markland, and Markland still uses the LGB logo. They sold a reversing unit, and that was one of their things, is in train stores and hobby shops, they would have the train there and they could have it run back and forth. You could also buy those. For a while that was only, those were dealer items only, but eventually they sold a retail version of that for basically back and forth layouts for on long runs. Because you had no modification to the train. LGB figured out a way to run it back and forth. Now with DCC and they have their own system, you know, it's kind of makes it a moot point, but for back in the 80s, it was pretty neat. If this is the case back in the 60s, that was pretty cool. Okay, I don't know what to do here. I'm kind of beside myself with excitement. So I'm going to end this video. Thanks for watching. So, a little plot twist on this one. The 113 is using the 157 auto direction changer, which is part of the magnetic, the red-blue magnets for the couplers. So that puts this set at least 1968. So watch for further updates. Comment contest was in the video.